Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fair Enough. The COVID 19 pandemic has posed a severe threat to the economy of the country. To overcome these testing times, Honorable Prime Minister has come up with Atma Nirbhar Bharat Abhiyan or self-reliant India, a special and comprehensive economic package of rupees 20 lakh crore equivalent to approximately 10% of India's GDP has been announced to bring the economy back on track. The new edifice of this self-reliant India would be based on the 5 pillars: economy, infrastructure, demography, technology-driven systems, and by strengthening demand and supply chain, with the supply chain being based on the local sourcing. Before moving into the package, let's see who direct the economy. In India, major economic decisions are taken by the Ministry of Finance and Reserve Bank of India. Ministry of Finance concerned with fiscal policy, which includes taxes, expenditure of the government, like in defense, in social welfare activities, salaries, pensions, so on and so forth. Whereas Reserve Bank of India is concerned with credit and monetary policy. This amount includes packages already announced at the beginning of the lockdown, incorporating a slew of measures from the RBI and the payouts made under the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. Finance Minister has disclosed the package in 5 tranches. Let's see one by one. Tranche 1, MSME, that is micro, small and medium enterprises, is targeted, which is one of the vital sectors of Indian economy, as it is the second largest employer after agriculture and contributes nearly 30% of India's GDP. So this sector needs boost as it badly affected by the pandemic. The government has announced rupees 3 lakh collateral-free loan. Another major reform in the MSME sector is change in definition of MSMEs. Reform in the MSME is very much required to expand their operation, as they do not lose their benefits they used to receive from government. Other measures include EPF support to the employees, 90,000 crore liquidity injection in the distribution companies through PFC and RAC, as this sector is badly impacted by the pandemic, relief to the contractors, where registration and completion date will extend suo motu by 6 months, so on and so forth. Tranche 2 or Part 2, it consists of targeting vulnerable sections, that is urban poor, migrants and farmers. The major announcement in this tranche includes free food grain to migrants for 2 months, technology-driven system to be used to access PDS from anywhere in India under One Nation, One Ration Card scheme. Scheme for affordable rental housing complexes for migrant workers and urban poor to be launched. 70,000 crore boost to housing sector and middle income group through extension of credit link subsidy scheme. 5,000 crore credit facility for street vendors. 50 lakh street vendors will be benefited. Rupees 2 lakh crore concessional credit boost to 2.5 crore farmers through Kishan credit card. Tranche 3 includes measures considered to be quite significant and would reduce the agrarian distress in the country. It includes rupees 1 lakh crore worth Agri Infrastructure Fund to improve the farm gate infrastructure, and this reform necessitated due to huge post-harvest losses. Other measures include formalization of micro food enterprises, PM Matsya Sampada Yojana, National Animal Disease Control Program, etc. Other measures concerning governance and administrative reforms includes amendment to Essential Commodities Act to enable better price realization for farmers, agricultural marketing reform to provide marketing choices to farmers, which will enable barrier-free interstate trade. And the last one is facilitative legal framework for contract farming. In Tranche 4, government needs monopoly in coal sector and throws open coal and mineral sector for private players, and is one of the boldest reform in this package. In defense sector, self-reliance in defense production will be promoted. FDI limit in defense manufacturing under automatic route will be raised from 49% to 74%. Private involvement in space technology will be encouraged from now on. In atomic energy also, research reactor in PPP mode would be set up. Viability gap funding to the tune of 8,100 crore. It means a grant to support projects that are economically justified but not financially viable. In Tranche 5, government allocates additional 40,000 crore in Manegra over and above budget allocation. Health reform and initiatives includes increase in public expenditure, setting up of infectious disease hospital blocks in all districts, National Digital Health Mission to be undertaken, technology driven education with equity post COVID, where PM E-Vidya, a multi-mode access to online education, to be launched. Another major reform undertaken in this package is the public sector enterprises policy. Central government has also decided to increase the borrowing limit of the states from 3% to 5%, as because finances of the states have been adversely affected due to the pandemic. I have only highlighted the broad points. To get the details, please click on the links given in the description. Now let's discuss the pros and cons of the package. Now the concern or the issues is that most of the support extended by the government is in the form of bank guarantee. Government has announced collateral-free loan of rupees 3 lakh crores to MSMEs, where the government would act as a guarantor. So the overall fiscal support is not rupees 3 lakh crore, but depends upon the extent of loan defaults. Same also goes with the rupees 8 lakh crore liquidity injection measures introduced by the RBI, which do not entail any fiscal support from the government. Some of the measures or reforms are already undertaken earlier, and few think that credit culture may deteriorate as government is acting as the guarantor. The biggest criticism of this package is that most of the reforms are targeted at supply side, not much of the demand side, and it is more of a reform stimulus rather economic stimulus. Reform is very much welcome, but it will take some time to show the result. But the pandemic needs urgent attention. Now the good things, it targeted the sector which need most attention, like the MSMEs, DISCOMs, NBFCs, etc., which has very much stressed. And reform is MSME sector, which is backbone of Indian economy, is very much welcome. An increase in allocation of Managra will boost employment opportunities and demand in rural areas. Infusion of capital with credit guarantee being provided by the government is considered to be a smart move by the government, as the government is fiscally constrained to provide direct fiscal stimulus package due to the higher fiscal deficit. Revenues of the government has decreased drastically, whether it is GST, income tax or earning from disinvestment, whereas spending has increased significantly on health, subsidies, social welfare activities, etc. So it is difficult for the government to inject direct fiscal stimulus. With lowering of global oil prices, government is trying to make up some loss in revenue collection by increasing taxes in oil. As the pandemic is still on its impact, and there is no clear picture how long it will linger, so some believe that government will inject direct fiscal stimulus if the situation become more acute.